Coming down, holding the slab, sipping on something sweet. Cup of candy, you know what I'm saying? The whole jealous cause we got more diamonds in our pieces than them. You know what I'm talking about? And this shit been brought to you by Young Pimp C, David Sweet Jones, and that boy Big Boom. You know what I'm talking about? That's the player hater, why you hate me? Cause I stay low and I make G's. Trying really hard to phase me. And I've been thinking about killing you lately. That's the player hater, why you hate me? Cause I stay low and I make G's. Trying really hard to phase me. And I've been thinking about killing you lately. My head's open from that chronic that I'm smoking. I'm rolling still looking. A bunch of niggas hoping I'm joking. I went from rags to riches, money, cars, and bitches. From hugs and kisses to buses, slugs, and snitches. Go out and dug them bitches. Staying true to the finish. I'm leaving thugs with stitches, but busters still in my business. That's why I roll with the crowd and act the fool in the streets. You busters wrong on my song, I'm laying you down with this heat. That's on my passenger seat. The only friend I can trust. Ready to put this in the dust when it's time to bust. Ain't got no time to bust, cause I got money to make. I'm staying away from you fakes that perpetrate and slave hate. But if you cross that line, I'ma cock that nine and put it on your mind. And have your family crying cause I hit you with that eye. And I ain't lying, I done told you bastards too many times. Stop fucking with mine. Nigga, it's the player hater, why you hate me? Cause I stay low and I make G's. Been trying really hard to phase me. And I've been thinking about killing you lately. Player hater, why you hate me? Cause I stay low and I make G's. Trying really hard to phase me. And I've been thinking about killing you lately. For Arthur where the haters be niggas. When I was 17, I was thrown out these days. 45 carats in my piece and my chain. Ripping grain every day in the side. Talking down on UGK to get you bust in your mind. It's all about the paper, but it's some fakers dying. Fake rollers on their wrists and fake diamonds. They use in their image diamond on me. Got a race just to take us. Peter took a 2-week vacation to Jamaica. Spurs, not Lakers. Serve a boy cake up. Die with the nation.
So what's up with it? What's up with it? Y'all already know y'all tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. When y'all come in the building, hit that like button for me if y'all ain't hit the like button. And let me know you're in the building. Let me know y'all in the building. What's up with it? Seattle Boxing Talk, what's happening with it? The Sweet Science Boxing, what it do? Rolling Red, what's happening with it? James, what's happening with it? The Queen Cassandra Mason's in the building. What it do? BYG, what's happening with it? Phil J508, what it do? EJ King, what's happening with it? The lovely Sweet Tea in the building. Smooth Groove Boxing, what's happening with it? AJ64, Just Do Boxing. Dank Father, what's happening? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. Hardest Step Back, what's happening? Speaks, what's good? Karma, Kamara, the Stepping Razor, what's happening with it? Jay Chestnut, what's happening? Roxanne, my man KG Alexander, what it do? Picasso, what's happening with it? Kenneth Anderson, Kawhi Elliott, Texas Made, Cheese All Out Fitness, Jaime Peralta, what's happening with it? Yeah, and salute to my brother Batman. Rest easy, Batman. Me and Batman was real close. Yeah, that this one hurt. This one hurt y'all, but um, rest easy, Batman. And y'all just pray for his, for his little son and his little daughter. Y'all pray for his son and his daughter. That's who hurt the most. That's who is gonna affect the most. But yeah, Miss Aisha, salute Queen. Yeah, so you know, we all gotta go sometime. We all got our time to go, but the thing that affected most is the kids. So, you know, but Let's like I said, when you come in the building, hit the like button, smash on the like button, let me know you're in the building. Um, yeah, 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 BLK, yeah. Um, but yeah, Batman is me and him was tight personally, and that was my man's not just on here but behind the scenes, um, and yeah, I mean, that's easy to my brother Batman, and like I said, y'all pray for his children, and yeah, you know, he will be missed. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nobody realer than Batman. It wasn't nobody realer than him. Real talk. I'm talking about solid to the white meat. Bruce Gas Boxing, what's happening with it? What's good with it, OG? Um, yeah, Eric Johnson, what's happening with it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, Jawan, like I said, it didn't get no realer than Batman. Like I said, I know him personally. So, um, yeah. So like I said, y'all hit the like button as you come in the building. And we're gonna build today. We're gonna talk about this boxing shit that's going on. And like Batman would want us to do, we're gonna turn up. We're gonna turn up in here today. You know, I said, yeah, we're gonna turn up. But yeah, yeah. Appreciate everybody for coming through. And y'all make sure that y'all hit that like button as you come in. My brother, the OG KQKZ KC Boxing Network in the building. What's happening with it? The singing OG. Anthony Johnson in the Cash App, man. So appreciate you always coming through, showing support to the channel. Um, yeah, so man, boxing it's a great time to be a boxing fan. I ain't gonna lie, it's been hard for me to even want to talk about boxing with all the shit I got going on, lately. But we here, you know what I'm saying? We here, and it's a great time to be a boxing fan, Shit, boxing is the only thing, that really been getting my mind off of everything that's going on. Um, but we all here for one thing. We all here because, we die hard boxing fans. Um, Uh, Tay D, what's happening with it? Salute. The best dad ever. What's happening with it? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, yeah, let's talk about, what I'm saying, this boxing stuff, man. We had some shit go down this weekend. You know what I'm saying? We had my man Knockout Boxing 86 TV. He ain't in the building today, but Knockout has been very, very high on Janabek. You know what I'm saying? On Janabek. And Janabek, he went in there and he showed out, he did his thing. The dude he fought was I never had heard of him. I ain't gonna call him a bum, but he wasn't no top level prospect. But Janabek is out here. He's showing out. He's showing ass, y'all. Janabek came out and he did his thing. He looked devastating this weekend. He looked devastating. And a lot of people, right? He ain't fought. Well, I ain't gonna say, yeah, he really ain't fought nobody on that level. Tay D, you right. I can't argue with you with that. And that's what I'm saying. But see, a lot of people was coming out saying that, hey, Demetrius Andrade ducked Janabek. They saying that Demetrius Andrade moved up to 168 pounds because he did not want to have to defend his title against Janabek. Janabek was his mandatory So they tried to put Demetrius Andrade back against the wall and said, hey, you either gonna fight Janabek or you gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, go elsewhere and duck him and go around him and drop that title. And he chose not to fight Janabek. Demetrius Andrade chose not to fight Janabek. Now, my thing is that we seen Demetrius Andrade fight cab driver after cab driver after Rudy Poot after Rudy Poot after Rudy Poot. You know what I'm saying? That's what we've seen him fight Rudy Poot after Rudy Poot after Rudy Poot. But when they put Janabek in front of him, Demetrius Andrade, he chose not to fight him. He chose to go another route. And when they first announced that Janabek was Demetrius Andrade's mandatory and Demetrius Andrade was gonna have to move around or fight Janabek, this is what I said. OTB, my brother, salute OTB. This is what I told y'all. I said, if I'm Demetrius Andrade, I don't fight Janabek. You know why? Because he's too dangerous of an opponent. And this is the deal. What I had told y'all with this, I said, if Demetrius Andrade goes and fight Janabek, right, and he beats Janabek, well, he ain't gonna get no credit because people just gonna say, oh man, who is Janabek? What had he done? You know what I'm saying? Demetrius Andrade just beat another nobody, right? That's what they was gonna say. And then I said, okay, if he fuck around and lost to Janabek, then the boxing world's gonna be like, oh, Demetrius Andrade was all talk. Soon as he fucking, face somebody that this dude didn't even have a name, and this dude beat the shit out of Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade was never that, right? So it was a lose-lose situation. So when Demetrius Andrade, and his team decided not to face Janabek, I wasn't tripping because it was a lose-lose situation. I was not tripping. And y'all hit my like button. You know what I'm saying? You in the building, smash the like button. It don't cost you nothing to hit the like button. You feel me? You ain't gonna support no other way. Just hit the like button. That's it. It's free. But yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I said that it was a lose-lose situation for Demetrius Andrade. If he beat Janabek, he wasn't gonna get no credit. I mean, by the masses. Now, the ones like Knockout and other people that really, really know boxing, that's really high on Janabek, yeah, Andrade would have got credit from them. But from the overall boxing community, he wasn't gonna get no credit for beating Janabek. And then if he loses to Janabek, that shit was just gonna look horrible on him because it looked like to the people that really don't know that he lost to a nobody. So it was a lose-lose situation. So at the end of the day, I don't blame Demetrius Andrade for going around Janabek. I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say it was a duck and he ducked him. I mean, you could look at it that way, but I necessarily look at it as he made a smart move. Sometimes you got to move smart, you know what I'm saying? And then what was they gonna pay him to fight Janabek? Like, dude is too dangerous to be going in there, getting paid, the minimum or whatever, not getting paid, a good payday to face, if you're on the level of a Demetrius Andrade. If you've been in the game damn near 15 years and you on Demetrius Andrade, level, you use a vet, you know what I'm saying? A vet like that. So yeah, that Lori Reed, salute to the queen, Lori Reed, ABN, what's happening with it? Uh, yeah, so man, that in World Combat Sports, Scotty White in the building, what's happening with it, Scotty? Um, so yeah, man. So that's how I feel about that situation. But Janabek, man, he looked like he a problem. But let's address the obvious, right? Let's address the obvious. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it 100, man. This ain't no hating on Janabek, but let's not act like y'all didn't see all that motherfucking back acne he had. Motherfucker had acne on his chest and all over his back. His whole back was covered with acne. Now, if you know, back acne is one of the main things that's associated with using steroids. So we gonna act like this man didn't have not one pimple on his face. He ain't have not one he had no acne on his face, but his whole back was covered in acne. So, like, you know what I'm saying? We gonna act like we didn't see that? Like that, I noticed that shit, and I'm like, wait, hold on. Why is this whole man's back covered in acne and he don't have no acne on his face? Now, it would have made some sense if he had, acne on his face too, and you would have been like, okay, well, he just, yeah, he just got acne like that. But he ain't had not one bit of acne on his face, but his whole back was covered with acne. And we like to talk about PED use, but that shit was right in front of our face and didn't nobody say nothing about it. I don't give a damn. You cannot tell me this man ain't on no PEDs. And yeah, I'm saying it. Yeah, I'm coming straight out and saying it. And I usually don't do this because I'm usually I'm usually the person that say, hey, you can't accuse nobody of nothing unless they get caught. But I mean, damn. Come on, man. What he got to do is shoot up steroids right in front of our face? The man had his back was covered in acne and he didn't have not one motherfucking pimple on his face. Explain that to me. Explain that to me. When do you have a back full of acne, but you don't have none on your face? I'll tell you when you're taking steroids. Come on, man. Jamel Kirk says, so there was no drug testing. Man, we went through this, we went through this plenty of times, right? In bouts like that, 9 times out of 10, they're not drug testing like that. They might make you take a piss test after the fight, and that's about it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not paying in these bouts like that. They're not paying to get blood testing and strenuous drug testing. No, they not. You feel what I'm saying? So if you got a piss test after the fight, yeah, you can still use steroids and it's things to get that shit out of your system to where you get the benefits, but it don't show up in your piss. Like, come on, man. You gonna mean to tell me this man didn't have not one pimple on his face, but he had a whole fucking back full of acne? I just nah. You can't fool me. My man Art West says back look like a baseball player from the 90s or a damn wrestler. Yeah, bro. It's like, come on, man. Joe Jack, what's happening with it? Man, salute to you. He says salute and respect ETB, rest well, and we feel your spirit, Batman. Yeah, we really do. We really do, man. So y'all, if y'all, for y'all who missed it, I don't know how you missed it because that shit was crazy. But go back and look at the fight, right? Go back and look at the fight and look at that dude back. Nah, them wasn't no liver spots. That was back acne. I don't know who talk your shit sports TV. I don't know what your agenda is. You know what I'm saying? But I got something that I'm gonna do for you. You know what I'm saying? Talking about y'all believe this nigga. You in here watching me. Don't nobody know who you is, but I'm gonna make you watch in the background. You know what I'm saying? That's where you could watch it in the background. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? You clown ass nigga. But yeah, that shit crazy. Yeah, Jay Grant, go back and watch the fight. Pull it up, and the man had none but fucking his whole back was covered in acne. This dude on this clown ass nigga on here talking about liver spots. The fuck, man! Man, some of y'all niggas some of y'all dudes that come in on this YouTube and chat, and comment just dumb as all fuck. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, bro, Hakeem said a lot of weightlifters have bumps on their backs with no road. Man, um, 100% of bodybuilders, but right in 100% of bodybuilders in because you got two different levels of bodybuilders. You got the ones that compete in the natural bodybuilding. Then you got the ones that compete, in like where Flex Wheeler and all of them. All of them take steroids. All of them. They can't compete if they don't. So them bodybuilders that you see, if they got a whole bunch of back acne, right? With no acne on their face, they using steroids. Yeah, World Combat even though World Combat is a former World Combat competed, right? I'm pretty sure he competed naturally though, right? He competed. And my man Scotty White, World Combat, said his back looked like he was wearing bubble wrap. Scotty know what that is because he competed. Scotty been around, I mean, hundreds of bodybuilders. Come on, man. Y'all gonna act like y'all didn't see that? Uh Mr. Shell said all he do is listen to LDBC and other people's channels just to make hate videos. He'll be hate. Man, don't know, but see the thing is, a motherfucker nobody like that will always be a nobody. You know what I'm saying? When you gotta go and go to other people's channel to get shit to go make videos, man, you's a fucking sucker. Nobody care about no bitch ass sucker like that. Motherfucking ignorant ass nigga talking about some oh man, those liver spots. The fuck? Zenith 360 said the first thing I noticed was Janabek's back. That's from extreme hormonal changes. When you see tons of acne, fever blisters, etc., it's likely PEDs. Yeah. World Combat says, look at my pics. I have no acne, period. Yeah, and I know World Combat, but you could tell, right, your physique that you competed in the natural, right? What is it called? What is World Combat? What are the two different bodybuilding organizations called? One of them is where all them dudes is on steroids, and the other one is where everybody know, okay, we're not taking steroids. This is natural, but they have two different physiques. You can't get Flex Wheeler big without taking steroids. Now, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hormonal changes in a grown ass man that fucking age don't happen unless you taking fucking PEDs. Yeah, World Combat said bodybuilding all natural. Yeah, they have an all natural federation, then they have the regular federation that everybody's enamored with the motherfucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, Flex Willers, and all them dudes was in. They all take steroids. Leon Robinson said he did have bumps all over his back. Yep. Like, come on, man. And like I said, I'm a fan of Janet Beck. He could fight his ass off, but I mean, come on. I mean, come on. Like that shit ain't right. Like that shit ain't right. That man had fucking acne all over his back and chest with none on his face. But let somebody like, you know what I'm saying? Let Tank Davis or Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford come in with they fucking back looking like that. Let Terrence Crawford, Tank Davis, Errol Spence, Deontay Wilder, or one of them come in the ring with their motherfucking back looking like that, and that shit finna be news all over everywhere. It ain't just gonna be news on everything boxing. Everybody gonna be talking about it. Motherfucking, they was all over Errol Spence because his nipples is big, and he been like that since birth. But you mean to tell me that this man hopped through the fucking ropes with a fucking his whole back is covered in acne like tattoos and shit, and ain't nobody said nothing about it? Tay D says first major fight he'll get exposed unless he masters his cycle by then. Like, yeah, man. So that shit, I wasn't feeling that. Joe Jack says if Boo Boo took steroids, he would be unbeatable from 154 to 175. Shit would look crazy. He probably would. You know what I'm saying? But this is the type of shit that we need to point a finger. This is the type of shit that we need to point a finger at and, you know what I'm saying, bring this shit to the forefront. World Combat says, man, you ain't never lied. Let one brother drop in looking like a sea urchin and we suspended. Right, bruh. Like, this shit is crazy. Joe Jack says, facts, Keon, tank on steroids is high punch value and wouldn't get tired. Right. Like, it's crazy, man. My man Kyle in the building, the boxing section, TBS in the building. What's happening with it, Kyle? Yeah, man, like that's some shit. And I mean, it's not like I got something against Janabek and uh and I'm watching the fight to try to fucking pick it apart, you know, shit that's wrong with him. That shit was right in front of my face. And I said, oh, hold the fuck up. Why is this dude got all this fucking back acne? Now y'all show me, right? All I want you to do is show me somebody that you know that have a fucking whole back is covered in acne, but don't have not one motherfucking pimple on their face. Show me somebody. Zena 360 said it was impossible not to notice it looked gross. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The boxing section TBS, he said, who we talking about? We talking about Janabek this weekend. You know what I'm saying? All that fucking acne he had on his motherfucking back. Like, come on now. I guarantee you they didn't have testing like that in that fight. Guarantee you they didn't. But yeah. So our Western, I used to know some dirty females back in the day with back acne, but they faces had it. He said, but they faces had it too. Exactly. You're not just gonna have a fucking back full of acne and you ain't gonna have not one motherfucking pimple on your face. It was on the ESPN card. The main event for the ESPN card, Kyle. Yeah, but you know, like I said, I'm gonna be now I'm putting this shit out to the motherfucking forefront, and I'm probably gonna make a video on it too. And motherfuckers can get mad if they want to, because we all act like, oh man, we care about PED use and steroids, but when we see this shit right in front of our face, like I said, only other thing he got to do is motherfucking get in the ring and shoot up a needle right in front of us. That shit was so goddamn obvious. You feel me? That shit was so obvious. Like that dude back, that shit looked nasty. He had so much acne on his back. But but with all that being said, dude, he dominated a nobody. He destroyed a nobody. Let's keep it real. That dude that he fought didn't do nothing at all. That shit was embarrassing. That dude he fought didn't do a motherfucking thing. But you know, Janabek looked good against a nobody. I mean, but like I said, I never had a problem with Janabek. I was actually, you know, looking forward to seeing him fight. But like I said, now I'm really not feeling him because I think he on steroids. And can't nobody make me believe he ain't on steroids. Right. Randall Bivens said, you got those who don't want to call a spade a spade. Leonardo Rodriguez says, laugh my ass off. Who's on roids now? See, this is the type of shit on. He come in here talking about laugh my ass off. Who's on roids now? Do we not have a problem with PEDs in boxing? Is this some shit that just happened, that just started happening fucking today? I don't understand. This is the shit that I'm talking about. When you start talking about the shit, these motherfuckers want to act like it doesn't exist. And it's funny. You get your motherfucking ass in the ring, right? And make sure that you clean and get in the ring with somebody that's fucking juiced up. And let me know how that shit turn out. Leonardo Rodriguez says 90% of all professional athletes are on PEDs. So to you, that make that okay. First of all, where are you getting your numbers from? What I want to know, where you getting your information from. Secondly, you coming in here like it's okay. Like to you, that's okay. I bet you ain't never did a round in the ring before. It's okay to see. That's what I'm saying. That's what's wrong with boxing. It's okay, but let Gervonta Tank Davis, let Errol Spence, let Deontay Wilder, let Terrence Crawford come in the ring like that, right? And then we'll see how the energy change. Blue Blood Sports TV in the building. What's happening with it, Blue? Now, Blue, I'm talking about Blue. Did you watch the Janabek fight this weekend on ESPN? Now, Blue, if you didn't watch the fight, go back and notice all of the back acne that Janabek had. He had his whole back was covered in acne, but did not have one pimple on his face. What that shit tell you? And I know Blue Blood. I know. You know, you was in athletics your whole life, and I'm pretty sure you know a lot of men that took steroids. That man had a whole a back full of acne. I'm talking about his whole back was covered in it and did not have one spot of acne on his face. Uh, Blue Blood says facts. That's a massive sign. And yeah, and I'm just coming out and saying I don't have no problem. I don't have nothing against Janet Beck. I mean, I don't have no reason, but I noticed that shit, and I'm saying it straight out. Dude was on steroids. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Who get mad? And are you accusing him? He ain't get. He didn't test positive. They don't even be testing like that in most of these fights. Most of these bouts on that level, they don't even test like that. Yeah, I'm saying it. Um, Jay Grant said he had a crunch bar back. Salute to the Queen, Quee in the building. What's happening with it, Quee? Um, yeah, man, but like I said, you hear a lot of these fans, they think that shit is like it's okay with them. They don't care. As long as it ain't one of their favorite fighters get knocked the fuck out by somebody on PEDs, it don't matter. Um, but yeah, like Blue Blood says it's the toxins trying to find a way out of the body. Yeah, exactly. When and like I said, him pissing in a cup after a fight and them getting a piss sample from him, that shit ain't gonna show up in his that shit is not gonna, he's not gonna drop dirty for that, because there's a million things that they can get to mask it, to cover that up, right? There's a million things that they could take to mask it. And they cycle. So they'll be on them for a while and then they'll cycle off. That shit will be out of their system by the time they gotta piss. I don't understand why we don't understand this by now. If you've been following the sport or just been following sports, period. Sir Ambo says clenbuterol and amphetamine is hotness, bro. Out the system in 4 days. Um, man, so yeah, But like I said, if I'm getting in the ring with Janabek, you know what I'm saying? If I got a big name and I can afford it, and I'm getting in the ring with Janabek, I'm making him take 12-week drug testing, no less than 10. I'm making him be fully drug, blood and urine tested, 12-week blood and urine tested. That's and nothing else to it. Or I'm not getting in the ring with him. Leonardo Rodriguez says, so you think no black fighters are on PEDs, or do you want to get everyone tested by a non-biased? The fuck are you talking about, bro? What is you talking about? Who in here said that I think that no black fighters use PEDs? Now you in here on some stupid shit right now. When did you hear me say that no black fighters were on PEDs? Fuck is you talking about, man? But anyway, now, like Blue Blood be saying, now you just being disruptive. Now you coming through here typing dumbass shit in the chat, and you're being disruptive. I'm giving you a warning right now. Carver Williams says, you can beat P test and saliva test easy. Back when I was on parole, they do hair follicles. That goes back months. Yeah, they bring out that hair follicle test. That's your ass. You feel me? That's your, hey, they bring out that hair follicle test on your ass. Hey, you might as well, you know what I'm saying? You might as well tell on yourself. My man Blue Blood says the sad part is you said if they can afford it, they shouldn't have they shouldn't ever have to be the case. Exactly, Blue, and I agree with you 150%, right? It shouldn't ever have to be the case to where a boxer or is not able to afford testing. Testing should be in boxing, period. Blood and urine testing should be in boxing, period. It shouldn't even be no question to it. B&B Boxing News, salute my brother. So, I mean, we could talk about how great Janibek looked. First of all, he didn't fight nobody. And like I said, I was high on him. But I can't not act like that he didn't have a back full of acne with none on his face. Here come Dundada with the bullshit. Says that shit is expensive as hell. Who gonna pay for it? Like I said, the sport of boxing has plenty enough money to make sure that it's PED tested in every fight. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. That's just what it should be. Like Blue Blood said, this shouldn't even be something that we have to question or talk about. The sport makes plenty enough money whether you want to say the sanctioning bodies, these sanctioning bodies make plenty enough money to have PED testing. You know what I'm saying? All that money that they get, these sanctioning bodies are getting. You mean to tell me that they won't pay for PED testing? That's a problem. But we get a motherfucker right in front of our face, right? We get somebody right in front of our face with a back full of acne, look like they tattooed it all over him, and it's okay. We gonna act like that's okay. We ain't see nothing. All right, But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on, man. Y'all hit my like button. Y'all smash the like button. Y'all smash on the like button. We gonna move on. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. Let's get straight into it, man. Let's get straight into it. Y'all hit the like button. Let's get straight into it. I ain't gonna waste no more time. David Benavidez. And salute to my brother Blue, because Blue Blood, he came out with a hot video right now, and I went and I had actually seen it myself too, and I want to cook on it also. David Benavidez, for one, before we even get down to the nitty gritty with David Benavidez, y'all hit my like button. Smash my like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing to hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? If you in here, if you watching the live, it's no reason you shouldn't be able to hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you haven't subbed to the channel, sub to the channel. Um, Kenny, what's happening with it? But yeah. So check this out. So David Benavidez, he goes out and he destroys David Lemieux, just like I said he would. But he beat David Lemieux faster than I thought he would. I thought David Lemieux would at least last 5 rounds. Nah, David Benavidez went out there and he wanted to make a statement. First, he wanted to make a statement by coming in underweight, right? Everybody was talking about that weight bully shit, that he couldn't make weight, that he need to move up in weight. And I already told y'all how I feel about that. If you get on the scales and you can weigh in and you make the weight, you're not a weight bully. Ain't no fucking such thing, right? But David Benavidez, just like I said in my video, and he backed up exactly what I said in my video, that he came in underweight to make a statement, to shut everybody up. Everybody that was saying now, oh, he can't make 168 no more. He need to move up to light heavyweight. He need to be a light heavyweight, or he need to be a cruiserweight. He needs to stop picking on Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo's too small, which sounds silly as fuck. Because if you look at Jermall Charlo, you know what I'm saying? Jermall Charlo is actually bigger than David Benavidez, frame wise. Like Jermall Charlo, he might not be as tall. They not even that much difference in height. Jermall Charlo big as fuck. But whatever, y'all with he needs to leave Jermall. Just you know what I'm saying, soft ass shit. He needs to leave Jermall Charlo alone. He doesn't need to be he doesn't need to be picking on Jermall Charlo. Like, what kind of soft ass shit is that? Right? So he wanted to let everybody know and shut everybody the fuck up that I can make 168. You know what I'm saying? If I do what I'm supposed to do, I can make 168 fairly easily. So he came in 2 pounds underweight and he said that he did it to shut everybody the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He did it to shut everybody the fuck up, and he said he did it just to shut everybody the fuck up. So he goes out there and he destroys David Lemieux. I mean, it ain't really too much to break down in the fight. Technically, he walked him down. And David Lemieux, he tried his best. David Lemieux, he tried his best. He tried to bang with David Benavidez, but he couldn't. He didn't have no answer for him. David Benavidez his hands was too fast. You know what I'm saying? He was too accurate. David Lemieux don't have, we already know he don't have the best of defense. So this ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? But he just he couldn't do shit to David Benavidez. Now, a lot of people say David Benavidez don't have no defense. If you go back and watch that fight, he wasn't focused on he went in there to make a statement. He wasn't focused on defense and not getting hit. He went in there to get David Lemieux the fuck up out of there, get him up out of there early, and he came in there to make a statement that none of these dudes at 168 is fucking with me. He came in to make a statement. That's exactly what he did. He made a statement. Now, is David Lemieux a fucking world beater? Do I think that David Lemieux is just such a fucking tough opponent? No. So no, I'm not gonna just sit up here and act like David Lemieux is that dude, and because he beat David Lemieux, that means that he'll destroy everybody else. No, but I could tell you like this: when he has food in front of him, he destroys everything on his plate, right? And that means something, because he's letting you know, okay, if I have a Selecki caliber opponent in front of me, if I have a Juan Montiel caliber opponent in front of me, I'm beating the shit out of them, and they don't even have a chance to be competitive against me. I'm gonna show you what I do with this level of opponent. You feel me? And that was the statement that he was making. So after that, right? After that, he came out and he called all of them out. All of them. He said, Jermall Charlo, Caleb Plant, David Morrel, I don't give a fuck about none of them. They all pussies. Every one of them is pussy. So they could talk. They want to get in front of a camera when I'm not around, and they all want to talk that shit. But what's up? Whatever one I want to step up to the plate, I'm willing to fight any of them. So right now, right? And he more so, called out Caleb Plant more so than all of them, because I think behind the scenes, that's the fight that we know that they was trying to make. We know that Jermall Charlo, they can't really bank on getting a fight with Jermall Charlo, because Jermall Charlo out here acting motherfucking timid, right? Jermall Charlo acting timid when it comes to David Benavidez. They could have already fought. And I don't care what none of y'all say in here. Y'all let other niggas hype you up on Jermall Charlo. Nah. So third, talking about he didn't say no names. What the fuck you mean he didn't say no names? Well, I get you know what I'm saying? Go somewhere with that bullshit you talking right now. Anyway, like I was saying, right? They can't really bank on fight Jermall. He want to fight Jermall Charlo. You know what I'm saying? He want to fight Jermall Charlo, but see, the thing is that Jermall Charlo, they can't go through negotiations and waste their time with somebody that they don't even know want to fight. You feel me? They don't know if Jermall Charlo really want to take that fight. Jermall Charlo will tell you one thing in one interview and say some other shit in another interview. I mean, how can you put your faith in somebody like that? But they like Caleb Plant, right? Caleb Plant, if you really want to smoke Caleb Plant, now is the time. But it's like, when is Caleb Plant getting back in the ring? So that's why they saying, okay, around November or something, me and Caleb Plant can get it on, because they want to give Caleb Plant time to get in the ring, right? Get another fight in, possibly with Anthony Durrell. You get past Anthony Durrell, which I'm pretty sure Caleb Plant will get past Anthony Durrell, and they could get it on. Let's see. Jermall Charlo got a fight coming up in June. Let's see how Jermall Charlo look. Now, what David Benavidez just did is he put pressure on the rest of them fighters. And I'm not talking about David Morrel, because David Morrel is a young fighter. He, and he said he'll fight David Morrel. He said, what's up? He like either one of them. He willing to fight all of them. That's what you got to respect about David Benavidez, right? If you want to talk shit about him or whatever, you're going to respect the fact that he wants to fight all of them. He ain't ducking no motherfucking smoke. You feel me? But this the thing, is he applied pressure, and he put pressure on Caleb Plant and Jermall Charlo to go out there in their fights and perform and look great at doing it. Because he showed what he does to that level caliber of opponent. Of Selecki. Now you got David, you got Jermall Charlo about to fight Selecki. Now Jermall Charlo got to go and make a fucking statement and get Selecki up out of there. Jermall Charlo got to go, because David Benavidez, he set the bar already. He already set the bar high. This is what I do when I get in the ring with this level, with this caliber opponent. Now it's on y'all. Show me, instead of fucking all that talking that y'all doing, show me what y'all can do. What are y'all gonna do when Jermall Charlo, when you step in the ring with Selecki, what you gonna look like? What you gonna do? David, Caleb Plant, if you get to fight with Anthony Durrell, when you step in the ring with him, what you gonna look like? You know what I'm saying? So it's on. All the talking is cool. You know what I'm saying? All the talking is cool. So third Shy TM, right? Third CHTM says everyone want to fight everyone. Ain't nothing special. Okay, this is what you want to do. This is what you want to do. If everyone want to fight everyone, why did Jermall Charlo tell David Benavidez, oh man, You know, after telling him he gonna break his neck, oh man, you know I'm not fighting nobody that ain't vaccinated. He got to get vaccinated. Why you tell him that? Or man, you know I ain't fighting nobody that's under 24 years old. Why he tell him that? Or you know what, man, I'm not a 168-pound fighter. Everybody know I ain't a 168-pound fighter. Why did he tell him that? Well, obviously he's struggling to make 160. His own coach told my man KQKC behind the scenes that he couldn't make 160. That he was struggling, that he was having a hard time making 160. Oh, go back to the Brian Custer podcast. Jermall Charlo out of his own mouth said, you know what? Shit, I should fight at 168 anyway, because I'll be stronger at 168. Y'all don't even know how strong I'll actually be at 168. But then turn around when David Benavidez is on his helmet and tell David Benavidez, man, you know I ain't fighting you, and you know I ain't a 168-pound fighter, but was ready and willing to move up to 168 for a payday against Canelo. Explain that shit to me, since everybody want to fight everybody. And you know what I'm saying? Caleb Plant. I want to, right? Caleb Plant. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? And even though I'm a big, huge Caleb Plant fan, I'm not letting up off of Caleb Plant neither. You know what I'm saying? Because Caleb Plant, he needs to come out and let everybody know, I want David Benavidez. The time is now. All that, you know what I'm saying, tune up and all that shit, cool. David Benavidez said y'all can fight in November. I need to hear Caleb Plant fucking respond and say, hey, this is the fight I want. I want David Benavidez after I have my little fucking tune up, my little funky ass tune up, right? I want David Benavidez. I don't want nobody else but David Benavidez. Because when a man call you out, you supposed to fucking respond. Zenith 360, I don't want to hear that fucking soft ass shit today. I don't want to hear that soft ass shit you talking, Zenith 360, today. You know what I'm saying? You've been capping for Jermall Charlo for too motherfucking long. You know what I'm saying? And when you talk, right? When you talk, stop saying shit that you don't know shit about. You heard David Benavidez. You heard me when I interviewed him, and I asked him. I said, okay, at 169, why was the fight at 169? And he explained exactly why the last fight was at 169. It had nothing to do with him not being able to make the weight. So cut that soft ass shit you talking out, Zenith. For real. Stop capping for a man that fucking come right in front of your face and tell you a million excuses why he didn't want to fight the man. But you still trying to take up for Jermall Charlo. This is the fucking problem that we have. Fans don't want to put that fan shit aside and keep it 100. You're not talking about no facts. You're talking some strictly pure bullshit right now. The man didn't want to fight David Benavidez, and you making a million excuses on Jermall Charlo, making a million excuses not to fight David Benavidez. The whole world saw the shit, and you on here capping, trying to make excuses for the man. I don't give a damn if you a huge fucking Jermall Charlo fan. That's cool. I'm a Jermall Charlo fan too, but that don't fucking, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't regard the fact that he ducked, that he didn't want to fight him. You can laugh all you want to, Zenith, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Everybody in here see that soft ass shit and the excuses that you've been making. You was making excuses. You've been up in my chat making excuses for David Benavidez. You've been in KQKC chat making excuses for David Benavidez. You've been on motherfucking Knockout Boxing 86 TV in his chat making excuses. I mean, not for David Benavidez, for Jermall Charlo. You've been on everybody's platform making excuses for Jermall Charlo. Stop making excuses for Jermall Charlo. We know that Jermall Charlo is one of your favorite fighters. Stop making excuses for this man. Every chat I see you in, every time somebody call out the shit that Jermall Charlo doing, you in the motherfucking chat typing 100 miles an hour, making excuses for this man. I'm not taking his wrench. Zenith 360, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking Zenith 360 wrench. That's my guy. But him being my guy, I'm going to tell it like it is. He been on everybody motherfucking chat making excuses for Jermall Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Most of all us is Jermall Charlo fans. But we got to tell it how it is. Cut that soft ass shit you talking for Jermall Charlo up. Charlo needs to fucking step up. His own trainer said that he having a hard time making 168 pounds. The motherfucker is 6'1", could walk around at 220 easy, and he'll look in shape fit. Like, man, cut it out. Stop acting like Jermall Charlo is a small 160 pounder and he just don't. Come on, man. Cut the bullshit out. Like, man, you should be, if you a motherfucking boxing fan, you should be in here talking about, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You right. Jermall Charlo and David Benavidez, you know what I'm saying? They need to fight. But you in here in every fucking chat cuddling and fucking caressing Jermall Charlo every time somebody bring him up. Talking about, what does Charlo have to do with Benavidez fighting at 169? The fuck is you talking about, bruh? Benavidez just fought this weekend and weighed in at 166 pounds. So what you talking about? Cut that soft ass shit out, Zenith. Like, for real. You sounded like my brother Money Brown when he gets the fucking taken up for Canelo. Y'all need to cut this bullshit out. Just because you like a fighter, stop just trying to caress him and protect him and shit, man. It is what it is. And then you're going to act like Jermall Charlo don't say one thing in one interview and then tell you another thing in another interview, right? But you don't have no problem with me when I talk about motherfucking Terrence Crawford contradicting himself. You never have a problem with me when I talk about all the contradictions that Terrence Crawford make. But as soon as I say Jermall Charlo, you got to type 1,000,000 miles an hour in the motherfucking chat trying to take up for him. You ain't in every chat speaking no motherfucking facts. Just because you think that they're facts in your head don't mean that they're facts. Just say they're facts to you. The facts is the whole world seeing Jermall Charlo duck David Benavidez. That's the facts. And the facts is the time is now. Jermall Charlo needs to fight David Benavidez at 168. Jermall Charlo, out of his own mouth, said that he was going to move to 168. So if you're willing to move to 168 and you saying out of your own mouth, you know what? It's time for me to move to 168 and let my brother come to 160. Or when you said that you was going to move to 168 for Canelo Alvarez, and you was crying and screaming for a Canelo Alvarez fight, and you was going to have to fight him at 168. What's the fucking difference, Zenith? Like, come on, man. You can go in somebody else's chat and go with that fucking narrative and like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, whoever you want to see win, that's your, up to you. Whoever you think can win the fight, that's up to you. That ain't really my concern. My whole thing is, bruh, they need to fight. You can't tell me that you're going to break my motherfucking neck, and then when it's time for us to fight, you make up 1,000,000 excuses. You cannot tell me that you will knock me out and break my fucking neck, call my name out in the interview, and then when I call you out, make 1,000,000 excuses. But we have fans like Zenith 360 They act like that shit never existed. I mean, come on, man. Make this shit make sense to me. And salute to my brother Cono Loco in the building. DP Rocker, what it do? My man OTB, what's happening with it? OTB, I'm gonna drop you a link if you want to cook. OTB, if you want to get up here and cook, I'm gonna drop you a link. Give me a second. Let me drop my brother OTB a link. Hustles Homes, what's happening with it? Jawan Ramos is from Houston, and he like, man, I can't even defend this shit no more. Ain't nobody hating on Jermall Charlo. All we doing is stating facts that everybody sees in it. Tay D says, in all honesty, Maul already told us what it is. He says, see, we want small. He said, we want Maul to chase greatness. He's fine with being 11 or 12 best in the world with that mentality. It makes sense why he won't fight David. Exactly, man. I'm just calling out it is what it is. Dundada says, Plant slayed the old boogeyman Uskatiki. Will he slay the boogeyman Benavidez? We don't know. We don't know. My man Uppercuts Boxing Nation in the building. What's happening with you, Chris? Uppercut says, I'm from Texas and I'll be on their helmet about it too. Yeah, because if you talking this boxing, it ain't hard to keep it real. We all boxing fans. Some of y'all just fans of boxers. Leonardo Rodriguez says, I'm from Houston and I only support Mel until Maul steps up. Like, I mean, why is Maul, why are we acting like we didn't see all these events take place? We've talked about this shit time and time again. J.A. Dixon says, didn't Maul just say it was going to happen next year? Well, didn't Maul get on motherfucking the Last Stand podcast and say that he was going to break David Benavidez's neck? Didn't Maul right after that said that y'all know I ain't fighting David Benavidez. I'm not a 168-pound fighter. Before that, didn't Maul say, man, y'all don't know how strong I'll be at 168. I'll go to 168. Didn't Maul say a whole bunch of shit contradicting himself? Didn't Blue Blood Sports TV just put out a video, right? And there's another video out, right, on YouTube where you can see David Benavidez pushing Jermall Charlo and Jermall Charlo going behind his security. Let's talk about that now. Let's talk about at the Aerospace and Yordenis Ugas fight in Dallas. It's footage showing you clearly David Benavidez pushing Jermall Charlo and Jermall Charlo going behind his security talking shit. I'm just asking. Was that a Jermall Charlo lookalike? It wasn't Jermall. Zeta 360 in that super chat says, hold on. Let me pull it up for y'all. Hold on. He says, I said nothing about Charlo. I didn't say they can't fight. I mentioned Benavidez and you went off about Charlo. Didn't change any fact I said about Benavidez that I can back up with receipts. Bro, the shit that you saying about Benavidez it's not irrelevant about nothing. You keep talking about, oh man, he fought at 169. His fight before this. He fought at 169 because that's what the contract was, because the first opponent fell out. He explained that to you when he came and I did the interview. He explained that the fight was contractually at 169. That's what it had nothing to do with him needing to fight at 169. So he told you if it was contractually at 169, because the fight was taken on short notice, right? He said, why wouldn't I fight at 169? He said, if they're gonna give me the extra pounds, why wouldn't I? He said, you'd be stupid not to fucking take the extra pounds if it was in the contract. Because his opponent had to take the fight on short notice. But you see, you want to talk about facts, but you want to leave. You want to talk about what makes your argument sound good, but then you want to leave the rest of it out. You was in the chat when he explained that shit, right? When he was on my live, when I had him on the show, when he explained it, you was in there watching like everybody else did. But now all of a sudden you want to have amnesia and act like you don't know why he fought at 169. But you're not talking about what weight he fought at this past Saturday. He just fought this past Saturday, didn't he? Didn't he just fight at 166 this past Saturday? So why are we talking about the fight before last? Did he miss weight? No, he didn't miss weight. Randall Bivens says, Key, in search of the objective truth, you'll find yourself arguing with those trying to soothe their personal political truth. Right, bro. And we all know Zenith is my dude. I fuck with Zenith heavy. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not agreeing on the stance that he's taking now because we know that this has everything to do with you being a huge Jermall Charlo fan. Because if it didn't, you wouldn't keep on talking about, oh man, why did he fight at 169 his last fight? He explained to you why the fight was contractually at 169. Not because of him, because his opponent had to take the fight on short notice, and they did it so his opponent could come in, you know what I'm saying, make the weight. J.A. Dixon said, J.A. Dixon, another one that's always capping for Jermall Charlo. You always capping for Jermall Charlo. This ain't the first time we didn't had these conversations. And it probably ain't gonna be the last. J.A. Dixon says, so old shit only applies to Maul. Got it. No. Like I said, the obvious, the obvious. Your partner, right? Y'all pulled up. Your partner was supposed to get out the car and throw them hands, and your partner told you, nah, you know what? My hands is hurting today. Drive off. Drive off, J.A. Dixon. And you gonna act like you didn't see your partner just bitch up out of a fight. That's what we gonna do. All right, bet. I got you right now, OTB. My bad. I'm gonna send it to you right now, OTB. Uh, Hold on. Let me send this link to OTB real quick. Hey, OTB, damn, message me your email again. Yo, OTB, message me your email because it ain't popping up. Matter of fact, hold on. And all I'm saying is it's time for Maul, right? It's time for Jermall Charlo to cut out all the fucking bullshit that he be talking, all the contradictions, and step up. That's it. Y'all could, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could make a million excuses for him all you want to. It's time for him to step up. It is what it is. I mean, how many times a man got to call you out? Me, T say, nah. I don't want to hear nothing about no 2023. They could fight this year. You just emailed me. Okay, let me look right now. All right, OTB, I just sent it to you right now. Dundada says if he could negotiate with Canelo and Munguia, Charlo could negotiate with Benavidez. They on the same side of the street. Easy fight to be made. It's an easy fight to be made. And you heard my man KQKC. He talks to Ronnie Shields. Him and Ronnie Shields got a great relationship. He said Ronnie Shields saying that, hey, Jermall Charlo, he have a hard time making 160 pounds now. You heard Jermall Charlo out of his own mouth tell you that he moving up to 160 after this next fight. What is the problem? Why are we even debating about this shit? But you know, at the end of the day, we want to talk shit about David Benavidez, but he's the man that's wanting to give you the fans all of the fights. He want to give the fans, right, all he want all of the smoke. But that ain't good enough for y'all. He calling all of the top fighters out, but for some reason, that ain't good enough for some of y'all. Y'all still want to talk shit. Y'all still want to protect Jermall Charlo. I'm a Caleb Plant fan. I'm a huge Caleb Plant fan. Been a huge Caleb Plant fan. But he on Caleb Plant neck. Caleb Plant needs to come out and say some shit. Caleb Plant needs to come out and let everybody know, fuck David Benavidez. I want that fight, and I don't want no other fight but David Benavidez after I fight motherfucking my next fight. Me and David Benavidez can make it happen in November. That's what I want. Because right now, David Benavidez, he's standing on all their motherfucking necks, calling all of them out. And that's what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I'm a boxing fan at the end of the day. I want to hear, that's the type of shit that I want to hear because I'm a boxing fan. I want the best to fight the best. So, B-Dog says, why we got to hate on Charlo to boost Benavidez? Okay, B-Dog, since we going to go there, let me know what I said that's hating on Charlo. Let me know what I said about Jermall Charlo that didn't happen. OTB, my brother, what's happening with it?
What's up with my brother?
Yes, sir, man. OTB, man, I'm gonna let you cook on this shit, man. What is your take on this whole shit we cooking on, man?
Man, first of all, y'all know Hold on, give me a minute. I gotta cut off one of these.
Yeah, turn your volume up a little bit.
There we go.
So J.A. Dixon is in. Since y'all going back and forth in here talking about that Jermall Charlo shouldn't move up to 168, he said he will. I don't understand what the fucking problem is. He said himself that he was moving up to 168. He in the Brian Custer podcast said that he would be stronger and better at 168. So why y'all laughing and he and giggling and shit back and forth that now Jermall Charlo, huh? Well David Benavidez, if he the point is I don't give a damn if he making it weight easy or if he having a problem making it weight, right? All I'm stating is what KQKC said on his channel, that his trainer said that he was having a problem making the weight, right? Regardless if he having a problem or not, he said that he was going to move up to weight. He was going to move up to fight Canelo in weight. So what is the problem? I don't understand. What is the problem? The point ain't if he's struggling to make weight or not. That's not the point of the whole conversation. The point of the whole conversation is him standing on the shit that he said. Stand on it. He said these things. Why are y'all not holding his feet to the fire to stand on what he said as a man? But it's okay when it's Terrence Crawford or somebody. Terrence Crawford should stand on everything, every contradiction, right? Everything that he say, he needs to stand on it. But when it comes to Jermall Charlo, we're going to move the goalpost. When it comes to Jermall Charlo or somebody that you like, then we move the goalpost.
There we go. We good?
Yeah, we good, man. Cook on this situation, OTB.
All right, man. First off, man, if y'all can point out where y'all feel like he will win any of these big fights, that would really help with the argument, because I don't even know where you can say that he didn't got any much better to think that he gonna win any of these fights that y'all pitching for him to get, or that y'all even want to see him in. You basing that off of something that you seen a whole weight division ago. Because since he been at 160, he ain't stopped no damn body. And he still ain't goddamn it using that jab. He still ain't setting up his shots. And he still ain't getting his damn head off the line. So every fight you see Charlo head getting jerked back. Goddamn it. So I just want to know where y'all feel like he even win these fights for him to want to see him in them with more than a puncher's chance. And then the facts is in the facts. Shit, he ain't wanted no smoke. He ain't wanted to fight no top of the category competition. Shit, he sat his ass up there, waited on Canelo, and then settled for Selecki, and y'all and we supposed to defend this shit? Like shit, you could have moved up the 168 and fought Anthony Durrell. We would respect that shit more than we respect what we got to watch on June the 18th. So shit, I just want to know where the direction for his career, I mean, and where y'all feel like he would have a chance to win these fights that y'all want to see him in. Because y'all practically want to see him in there just to get his ass whooped.
And personally, man, I think Charlo, he has a chance to win all of these fights, right? Will he beat a David Benavidez? I'm not saying that he will. I'm saying that he has a chance to. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit here and act like Jermall Charlo a bum. He a hell of a fighter, but he need to get his motherfucking head straight in the game. But like I said, Jermall Charlo, right? He's fighting Selecki. It is what it is. We can't change that he's fighting Selecki. You know, Selecki, like I told y'all the last show, I think Selecki is on the same level. He's the same caliber opponent as a David Lemieux, right? So we saw what David Benavidez did to David Lemieux. Now we got to wait to see what Jermall Charlo does in a few weeks to Selecki. Because if he go out there and he struggles against Selecki, right? Truthfully, who gonna give him a chance unless you just, blind and you just a huge diehard Jermall Charlo fan and not gonna admit to yourself, right? Who gonna give him a chance to beat David Benavidez if we see him go out there and struggle with Selecki? So he needs to go and make a statement when he fights Selecki, just like David Benavidez did against Lemieux, because they're the same caliber opponent.
Facts, but we just can't ignore the fact, and I ain't saying it like he a bum. I'm saying it like his career hasn't progressed, and he don't believe in himself enough to take these fights, y'all. Period. He don't believe in himself enough to want to say David Benavidez's name before we push his back against the wall. He don't believe in himself enough to want to go up to 168 and take that tune-up fight versus fighting, this caliber of opponent. Because let's be real, David Benavidez fought David Lemieux for an interim title to be a mandatory. So, shit, you ain't fighting, you defending your title down there. Nah, I can't even look at them fights and them two careers in the same category. Because David young still. Jermall, you 30-something fights in. Shit, it's time, Ma. It's time. Ain't no ifs, ands, maybes about it. And your next 3 fights gotta all be legacy fights. You got to go and you got to take the lower end of the bucket. You might have to take lower money to even make these fights happen, because by now your legacy depends on it.
So PLG Ski says David Benavidez missed weight 1 million times. This is the shit that we talking about. David Benavidez missed weight 1 time. He didn't miss weight 1 million times. So tell me, right, where in math do 1 equal 1 million?
And he ain't missed weight since.
Tell me, where does 1 equal 1 million? See, this is the thing. These dudes, they want to come in here, and PLG Ski, that's my guy. I fuck with PLG. That's my dude right there. But y'all want to come in here, right, and cap for Jermall Charlo and make excuses, but then you don't want to talk about the real fact. How you gonna say that he missed weight 1 million times when he only missed weight 1 time?
And then he was severely penalized for that, child. He lost his belt. Mind you, that's the same belt that Canelo went and fought for right after he lost. And that's the same belt that he the mandatory to fight for now after Saturday.
So give me the dates. Since you said that he missed weight 1 million times, PLG Ski, since you thought you was slick with coming here, putting that comment in, right, and thought it was going to sound good, I need you to give me the dates where he missed weight since he did it 1 million times. Give me the fight and the dates.
So y'all just be saying shit y'all heard, man.
This man got 26 fights and missed weight 1 time, but according to you, he missed weight 1 million times.
And shit, Tank missed weight before. We ain't talking that shit about Tank this week. I ain't heard not one person say, I hope Tank make weight. Tank missed weight before. Shit, quit holding this shit with a double standard, man. Cause we gonna keep it 100. We gonna keep it 100, and we gonna judge them all with the same goddamn gavel. We all in the same classroom. I ain't giving no passes for that shit, man.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting, PLG. Since you came in here and said that he missed weight 1 million times, I want you to give me the fights and the dates that he missed weight. He missed weight 1 time in the pandemic. So I need you to give me the fights and the dates, those 1 million times. Just give me 2. Upper Echelon Sports Bar reacts and Real Life says Charlo talking about going back to 154. Yeah, that's Jermall Charlo, but shit, Jermall Charlo don't have nothing to do with him. Jermall Charlo said out of his own mouth, it's time for me to go to 168.
And that would speak volumes If Maul go down and Mel go up, shit, that's where their career is going.
Right. Hey,
Period.
like I said, man, like I said, man, I was always a big Maul fan, but man, he got to show me something. He
Man,
got to
Keith,
show me something, bro.
Maul got all the tools.
They upper echelon says David was young and unfocused. He on his Grizzy now. Yeah, man. You and then y'all holding somebody feature. David Benavidez became a champion when he was 20 years old. He's 25 now. I don't understand what all the hate is for. This man is the only one out of all these fighters, right? Out of the fighters that we talking about right now, he the only one that's willing and showing that he's willing to get in the ring with any of these fighters. But y'all don't respect that. And you sit here shitting on him. Like that's what gets me is we all as fans, we want to see the best fight the best. Then when we get somebody that want to fight the best, we shit on them. Just because they calling out your favorite fighter or one of your favorite fighters. DC Dude says, I'm close friends with Russell family. Big Gary Russell Pops, father Gary Russell Jr. and son passed away yesterday night. RP Big G. What?
Damn.
Damn, man.
Damn.
Damn, Big Gary passed away.
He was sick too.
Damn, man. Damn, that shit. And salute to DC underscore dude. Man, fuck. For real? Now that I didn't know. Wow, man.
Damn, man.
Wow, man.
Send big prayers out to the Russell family, man.
Man, prayers out to the Russells, man. Damn. It's crazy, man. It's just
prayers out to the whole DMV, man.
They say you not echoing on my end. Hold on, let me make sure that ain't me that got you in the background because they say that you echoing. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know why they say that you echoing OTB. I don't know. JA, is he still echoing?
Tell me something good. Cause I can't hear
it. Upper Echelon Sports Bar React says, he said, I know, bro, I'm reintegrated. Maul don't want it. He says David is a monster. I rock with him, and he and David Morrel gonna be a banger. He says, this Sosa Smith, bro. Salute to you, Sosa. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's up to Jermall Charlo now to show that he really wants to fight. He already came out and said he gonna move up to 168. It's time. He said that he went behind the scenes and asked. He said that out of his own mouth. So we're arguing and we making excuses for Jermall Charlo, but Jermall Charlo said he went behind the scenes and told Al Heyman that he wanted to fight. Now, that was a lie. Now, if he had said that, I'm going to go behind the scenes and I'm gonna tell Al Heyman I want to fight, or I just went behind the scenes, but the way he made it sound is that when David Benavidez was calling him out, that he had went behind the scenes and told Al Heyman he wanted to fight. But that's not the truth. Because if you went behind the scenes and told Al Heyman you wanted to fight when you was in the public and you was doing interviews, you wouldn't have been making excuses to why you shouldn't have to fight him. So that didn't make sense to me.
And he full of shit on that, Key. Because if he wanted that fight, like, I mean, and you could have got Caleb Plant. Like I said, Anthony Durrell, there's other people up there that you could have fought. I ain't hearing that shit.
My man Matthew Valentine in the building. My man Mr. I got Tank. He says, blessing to the Russell family. Keep grinding, Keon, man. It's, appreciate you, Matthew. Yeah, man, that shit, like, wow, man, that's crazy, man. Like, I just, damn, I didn't even know about that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know. I had no idea that big Gary had passed, man. I didn't even know. Damn, bro, that shit crazy.
That is, man.
Um, Upper Echelon says, started this page. Give me a shout out. No echo. Yeah, yeah. Salute to Upper Echelon Sports Bar Reaction Real Life. Y'all go show the man some support and go sub to his channel. Upper Echelon Sports Reacts in real life.
Facts.
Yes, sir. Boxing pugilist says nobody cares about no Maul. He's been exposed way too many times. Mike made him look so soft. Goddamn. Nah, man. I'm not finna say that. I still fuck with Maul, but he needs to show me something. I'm just not a fan that's gonna sit here and act like, not hold his feet to the fire. You feel me?
Facts.
He needs to show me. And now everybody gonna be looking at his fight with Selecki that he got coming up, right, in a few weeks. Everybody gonna be looking for him to make a statement. And then we gonna want to know what his energy is like after that fight. He cannot afford to go in there and struggle with Selecki. Because now is people gonna look at Jermall like, man, Jermall ain't shit. We want to see Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. Fucking Jermall. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? He's struggling with Selecki. We want to see Caleb Plant and David Benavidez.
And he got all the tools. Yeah, I hear it now.
Jermall can fight. Like I said, I've been watching Jermall Charlo since day one. But the thing is like, when has he gotten better? Where is he showing you improvement? Where is he showing you discipline outside of the ring? The man was just pissy drunk at the Errol Spence fight in the middle of his training camp. And like I said, I usually don't talk about things like this when it comes to these fighters' personal life, but everybody saw it. It ain't a secret now. 817 Boxing Beat says, shaking my head, the Russell family going through it. Big Gary was fighting diabetes, had already lost his foot, just like my granny did, losing 2 sons in a year's time. Wow, man, shit sucked, man. Prayers, like I said, prayers going out to the Russell family. Prayers going. I had no idea that Big Gary passed. I hope it ain't true. I hope that ain't true. But my man came in here, dropped a super chat, and let us know. I'm just hoping it ain't true, but I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying I hope it's not.
Yeah, definitely.
My man DC_dude says, I'm hurt, really sad. Big G was like a father to me. Man, I'm sorry, man. Man, like I was like, damn, man, that's crazy, man. Damn. And DC_, when did this happen again? Cause I just talked to I was just talking to Antonio on Saturday. He says, trust me, y'all, I'm like family. Know the Russells their entire life. I just got the call from one of the brothers that broke the news to me. They are shook. Damn, man. Fuck, man. That shit crazy, man.
That is, man.
Fuck. He said it happened last night. Damn, man. Fuck. That's crazy, man. That shit is damn. Wow.
And
wow,
that
man.
The whole sport of boxing.
Wow. That's wow, man. Wow. That's crazy, man.
Dang.
Wow, man. Damn, that's like, man, I didn't want to hear no shit like that, man. I definitely didn't want to hear no shit like that after this shit, the news, a few days ago with Batman, and me and Batman were real close. I talked to Batman every day. You know what I'm saying? Me and Batman, and you know what I'm saying, and kicked it and all of that. And damn, and now Big Gary, like damn, they going through a lot, man. Like
That
damn,
is.
man. You just never know, man. You never know what's gonna happen from one day to the next. That's why I say, man, we all on here family. We all family on here, man. Cause you don't know. You just never know. You never know what's gonna happen from one day to the next, man. Damn.
That hurt.
That's crazy, man. Wow. My man Tay D says Canelo ain't no king. Can't say Charlo a fraud, but Canelo isn't. Different type, but same breed. Um, I'm not. I don't think that Charlo's a fraud. I think that it's just it comes a time in a man's career, right? And I ain't gonna say it comes a time in your boxing career to where you have to put up or shut up, right? It comes a time to where it's time for you to, you know, show out. You don't get no more passes. You don't get no more, Rudy Poot ass opponents. Like this Selecki shit, he could have been fighting David Benavidez. David Benavidez explained very well that, hey, the reason I'm having to fight David Lemieux because David Lemieux was a mandatory. I mean, David Lemieux was ordered like that. That was the fight that they ordered. So I didn't. If I wanted to fight for this, the mandatory spot for Canelo, I had to fight David Lemieux. He said, but Charlo could have very well easily moved up, and they would have put Charlo in that position. But he decided he didn't want to. But now, and because he was chasing after Canelo. But I respect David Benavidez for letting everybody know. Fuck that Canelo shit. I'm not worried about no Canelo. I'm not chasing no Canelo. And you heard Samson, his manager say, look, that Canelo fight will probably never happen. He'll never fight us. We're not worried about no Canelo. And they keep it 100. What they're telling you is that if the Canelo fight happen, it's cool. But we not even focusing on no Canelo. We focusing on these other guys at 168 pounds. We focusing on the David Morrels, the Caleb Plants, the Jermall Charlo when he moves up. You know what I'm saying? We focusing on these other big fights because there's other big fights to be made. We can right. We can carve out our own path to greatness without Canelo. We can make it to where Canelo needs us. We don't need Canelo to make a big fight. Let's stop worrying about what Canelo's doing and putting our careers on hold for Canelo when we can fight each other. Because we see that he's not about to fight us. And Samson told you straight out, Canelo's not fighting him. It'll never happen because Canelo don't want it to happen. Now, that is yet to be seen. If Canelo's talking about dropping back down to 168 pounds, he gonna have to fight one of them dudes. He's going to have to fight him, or he gonna get fucking. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna know that a lot of people think he's a fraud, but if he end up not fighting none of them, he's gonna be a fraud for real. Ricky Williams boxing, my man, make the fucking fight. What's happening, Ricky Williams? Salute to my brother Ricky Williams. Yeah, man, and you're right, Ricky. We don't know what's about to happen in life. We don't know what's gonna happen in life. You know what I'm saying? From one day to the next, we really don't. The live wire says it will never happen. Canelo fans already boo Canelo. Imagine if David beats him, his loyal fans will turn on Canelo for David. Well, like I said, you only as good as your last fight. That's how it is in this boxing world. What, Dundada? For real? Dundada, you serious? That's a banger right there. When did they announce the fight for? Their daughter, when it for what date? What's the date?
Yeah, we should be now.
Ricky Williams said, "Yeah, it was on Twitter." Man, that's dope. You hear that, OTB?
What?
Bumgardner and Michaela Mayer fight was just announced.
Yeah, they said they was gonna build it up. When they announced it for December?
They saying late summer, early fall. So I guess it ain't no official date, but they announced that they're gonna be fighting next. That's dope. Fraud says David versus David. Man, I think that fight, like real talk, I don't want to see David Morrel and David Benavidez right now. And I explained this, on my last live, and the reason I don't want to see it right now is because David Morrel only has six fights right now, 7 or 6 fights, right? If he fuck around and loses to David Benavidez this early in his career, that could do a lot of bad to his career. You know what I'm saying? And then, right, and then if they fight right now, it's not a big money fight. They can save that fight for down the line to where it could be a huge fight. You know what I'm saying? At least let David Morrel get an Anthony Durrell type of opponent on his resume to get some buzz behind him. You know what I'm saying? He don't have no buzz behind him right now. The only people that really know David Morrel right now is die-hard boxing fans. So they need to, that's a fight that you don't want to put him in there with 6 fights against David Benavidez, right? And then that really does nothing for David Benavidez. Why would David Benavidez, when his name is buzzing off of a Jermall Charlo beef, a Caleb Plant beef, a Canelo Alvarez turning down almost $60 million to fight him, right? All the shit that he got going on, and then he go backwards and fight a David Morrel, somebody that only the diehard fans like us know. It's not like, it really don't make no sense right now. That fight, let them fight each other when it makes a lot of sense. And truthfully, he called out David Morrel. David Morrel called him out, but that fight ain't gonna happen no time soon. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. But that fight is not gonna happen no time soon.
And that fight such a big fight. You want that fight to have the stage it deserves.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You want it to have, you don't want them. That's like putting fucking, like, bro, come on. Imagine if they had to put, let's say that Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, right, was both coming up, and but let's say that Errol Spence, right, when Errol Spence was, I'm trying to see how to figure out how to put this. Imagine if they had to put Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence in the ring with each other, if they was both in the same weight class, right, back in 2013. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's like we be always saying. Let's say that Bud do become, Thurman's mandatory. And then next he fight EJ, but it ain't for undisputed.
Right.
It's for a unification, which is going to be a big fight, but it ain't as big as it is now.
The game says both Davids are only 11 months apart in age, but that's not the David Benavidez he became a champion when he was 20. You feel me? David Benavidez needs to be looking at the Jermall Charlos, the Plants, that those are big fights. David Morrel is not a big fight for him because don't nobody know David Morrel yet. David Morrel will get there. The man only has 6 fights. We don't want to throw him in there with a David Benavidez right now with only 6 fights. First of all, they both deserve to, that fight deserves to have the attention around it that it deserves. It deserves to be a big fight on a big caliber in the future. Right now, nah. They'll probably meet, they probably will meet at 160. They'll probably meet at light heavyweight down the line. A few years from now, when they both have big names, all they got to do is keep winning. They'll probably meet at 175 because they both big. David Morrel is actually bigger than David Benavidez, size wise, and he's stronger too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I met both. I met David Morrel. Also, he a big ass dude.
And we
And
don't
like
know
Ricky
how
says,
mentally tough
experience
David
plays a
Morrel
big
is.
part. I know y'all think the world of David Morrel. I fuck with David Morrel, but he only got 6 fights. Who he fought? What y'all been? What were y'all able to see him do in the ring against who? Remember when they were saying that? Oh man, Berlanga. Remember when Berlanga was knocking out everybody, right? Knocking out everybody, and they were saying Berlanga and David Benavidez need to fight now. And then you come to see that Berlanga ain't shit. Now I'm not saying that about David Morrel, but I'm just saying experience matters, like Ricky Williams say.
And we
You
don't
have
know how
to.
mentally tough David Morrel is. I really like the Berlanga fight for David Morrel more than that fight. Because both of them young and shit.
Yeah, they both, as far as experience, they
Yeah.
both, young and experienced.
They wet behind the ears still. Ain't neither one of them been tested.
But Eugene Rosario says David Morrel has a belt. Man, that ain't no belt. Let's stop making these fucking, you know what I'm saying, these off-brand secondary title. That's not a belt, bro. You know what I'm saying? We know who got all the belts. Canelo Alvarez has all the belts at 168. If you at 168 and you got a belt, that shit don't count. All that other shit, them belts, them secondary, them fucking goddamn USABF fucking silver, goddamn bronze titles, that shit don't count.
NABO. Fuck about them belts.
Right. Like they need to throw all them fucking belts in the trash. Yeah, Benavidez don't have a belt neither, bro. You know what I'm saying? Morrel nor Benavidez, like them fucking belts, bro. It's only one title in every sanctioned body. All them other titles, that shit don't count. Upper echelon said it's super chat. I didn't see no super chat. Yeah, I got you right here. My bad. He says, upper echelon sports bar reacts in real life says 50-50 pay-per-view and 20 million guaranteed. Think Bud ransom belts. 50-50 pay-per-view and 20 million guaranteed. Think Bud ransom belts. I didn't really get that. What you?
Yeah, I didn't either.
I didn't really get what you were saying. Alex Santos say them regular belts is Mickey Mouse belts. Yeah, bro. I don't. All them regular belts and shit, and I rock with David Benavidez and shit, and I know he had the belts holding them up. Everybody know, bro, you ain't WBC champion. Canelo is the champion. But now, David Benavidez has an argument, though. He actually, you know what I'm saying, I don't fuck with them regular belts, but he do have an argument because he never lost the belt. You feel me? He lost the belt on the scales in the pandemic. You feel me? Nobody never beat him for that belt. You know what I'm saying? Nobody never beat him for the belt. So he got an argument, but at the end of the day, hey, he lost him. Canelo ended up getting it on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it's only one belt in each sanctioned body. All that other silver and
them silver belts, some WBC silver.
I'm not rocking with that shit. Not Zay says if he don't got a belt, then Tank don't got one. Nah, Tank ain't got no fucking belt. Like I said, bro, all of them regular titles and them second to no. It's one title. They need to throw all that shit out the fucking window. Them interims and them, oh man.
That shit fucking up boxing.
You know what I'm saying? Dundada says interim champ actually makes sense. He's the number one contender with the title. I mean, they do that in the UFC too, the interim champ, but it's like they just why you got to give him a belt for it? Why you have to give him a belt to be the number one contender? See, they do it different in the UFC. The interim in the UFC is like right? I'm the champ and I get hurt and I can't fucking fight for, a year. I can't fight for a while. Well, then you come in and they make you the interim champ, right? If you come in, you fight and for the interim title, you win, and now you got to fight me when I come back, right? And we fight to see who the real champion is. Now in boxing, it's a little different, right? They're making Benavidez the interim champion, but Canelo ain't hurt. You see what I'm saying? Why he the number one contender? Okay, well, order that fight and make Canelo fight him. It don't need to be, you don't need to put another fucking belt in the equation. Order the fight and make Canelo fight him. You either gotta fight him or you gotta stay at 175 and you get stripped of the title. But they're not gonna Mauricio Suleiman ain't gonna do that to Canelo. He ain't gonna do it. And that's why, and that's exactly why do you think they know that, right? Boxing is different. Why do you think Benavidez's manager said the Canelo fight will never happen? He'll never fight us. Because they know that Mauricio Suleiman will never make that fight happen. The only way that fight happened is Canelo said, okay, cool, I want to fight David Benavidez. Make it happen. That's the only way that fight happened. Other than that, they're not going to force Canelo to fight him. They're going to let Canelo keep his title, and they're going to keep going around it. I'm telling y'all how it's going to go. We all know boxing is a dirty game. A17 say, and salute to my brother A17. He says, to hear Batman hit me with my man 81. He says, would be fire. He said, will fire me up every time. He says, I'm a Mr. Big Homie. We a family in this. Just remind us how blessed we are. And you right, man. You right, man. I couldn't even sleep the other night, man. I wasn't even able to sleep, man. But and like I said, man, it hurt me to my soul, man, that his kids, man, that his little son and his daughter, man, they gonna have to grow up without him, and especially his son, man. His son was with him every day, all day. And all he knows is Batman. When y'all see Batman posting on Instagram, all he would post about is his son. And me and him would talk hours, and he would break down to me, like shit that him and his son was going over training and the plan, and he was teaching his son how to talk in front of the camera and all of that shit.
Fact.
And he ain't gonna have his dad there no more, man. And I just pray that he don't get caught up in the streets now, because Bat was the one protecting him from all of that. My man, my man Uppercut says, Bud asking in negotiations 50-50 pay-per-view and 20 million guaranteed. Man, and you know what? Uppercuts, I'm gonna do a whole, because I don't really want to get into that right now. I understand what you're saying now, but I'm gonna do a whole show on that probably tomorrow. Do that, and I'm gonna talk about the Tank Davis Rolly Romero shit. But that's a whole show for itself, because if we get to cooking on that right now, we're gonna be in here for another 2 hours, and it's gonna get. But that topic alone deserves a whole show, because I got a lot to talk about with that. But yeah, and I know Ricky Williams. If Ricky Williams want to come in here tomorrow, Ricky Williams, we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. We gonna, I'm gonna have a panel. We all gonna talk about that situation.
Mr. Make the fucking fight.
Yeah, Ricky Williams. Oh man, well, I don't even want to start, man.
Yeah, because I was sick. I ain't found out till Sunday, man. I found out on Knockout, no show.
Yeah, man.
I was a silent one. I just want to hear him say, "Hey, OTB."
Yeah, Todd Swindle. What's happening with it from the ATL? Yeah, I understand. I know exactly what he's saying, Todd. But I'm just saying that I'm gonna save that for tomorrow. I'm gonna save that cooking for tomorrow. And yeah, like Ricky Williams said, make sure that y'all do two things. Y'all subscribe to Ricky Williams Boxing. Mr. Make the fucking fight.
Fucking fight. Facts.
Y'all subscribe to Ricky Williams Boxing and then go and subscribe to OTB. OTB Boxing Class 101. School is now in session. This man is putting in his time breaking down these fights for y'all.
And
you know what I'm saying? So make sure that y'all.
A lot of trainers be telling me, boy, I'll be giving out jewels I ain't supposed to be giving out, man.
Yeah, you is.
They be reaching out, but bro, you teaching shit that we pay people to learn. The game to be sold, not to be told, youngster.
Yeah, Up Echelon Sports React. Yeah, man. You more than welcome to join the panel. I'm gonna drop some links and we really gonna cook on that situation tomorrow. Cause like I said, that deserves a whole show. Tomorrow I should be able to be in the area to where I can use my computer and all of that. So yeah. Yeah, Ricky be cooking. And a lot of people get Ricky wrong, right? They take offense to Ricky because of his tone and his delivery. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same way. Motherfucker be thinking oh man, why he's so aggressive and why he's so serious. I'm like, this is boxing, bro. It ain't nothing personal. But a lot of people take Ricky personally. They take him wrong because that's just how he talk. You know what I'm saying?
And what I like about Rick, man, is Rick don't have no bias, y'all.
Yeah.
Like Rick keep it solid, man. When Rick do his ratings, goddamn it, everybody else can have a bias. Rick gonna keep it 100, man.
Right.
Appreciate that about you, Rick.
Yeah, Leon Robinson say I like that though. Yeah. If you a real alpha male, you like that shit. I like when a nigga come raw with that energy. I'm the same way. Motherfucker be coming at me like, man, why are you so mad? Like what? Why? Like what? I'm like, man, I ain't mad. Like that's just how we talk. That's just how we talk when we talking boxing, debating. Like Zenith know me. Like I talk to like me and Zenith to go back and forth, but he know me and he know that it ain't nothing personal. We just talking and debating boxing. My man William Old School Arnett says, I appreciate you, man. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you in that super chat. And Coach, man, you in here late, man. You done missed the whole show, Coach. Salute to Coach, man, my brother. Zenith says, Morrel, on the other hand, fought real super middleweights with experience. Fox was a good read. So was Cazares, who had extensive amateur background and easily beat Chavez Jr. Well, come on, Zenith. Chavez Jr., man. I was with you until you said Chavez Jr. Then you lost me with the Chavez Jr. because that motherfucker's trash. Come on, man. Anderson Silva beat the fuck out of Chavez Jr. Then Chavez Jr. got stopped by who he got stopped by before he got stopped by Anderson Silva, I think. Then he got stopped by some man. That dude he's trash. Ricky Williams says, Lions roar, man. He says, it's just how I talk. He says, I can take it. He says, you can take it personal, but it's not till you make it. Right. He said, you can take it personal, but it's not till you make it personal. Right. It's just how he talk. If you know, you know. But some of these dudes, man, they just get sensitive. You know what I'm saying? They get sensitive. They.
Ain't got enough testosterone, man. Our masculinity provide a certain level of aggression, man.
Yeah, I think he did get stopped by Danny Jacobs, man. That dude, he's not like he'll get beat. Like, dude is trash. Jenna 360 said Chavez is trash, but he beat him easier than Jacobs did. He says what he's saying. Yeah, but like I said, I still want to see more of David Morrel before you put him in the ring with a David Benavidez. Let that man, let him, you know what I'm saying? Let him shine a little bit. Let him get some more fights in. My man, Coach say, I got Benavidez over everybody at 168. Yeah. I'm not going to argue with you, Coach. But I think that Me personally, I think that Canelo Alvarez is his toughest task, but I'm not saying that he can't beat Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He presents a lot of problems for Canelo, but then I also see problems that Canelo can present for him too. But that fight, like I said, we not even gonna stress on that fight until Canelo showed that he got enough nuts to take the fight, or that he gonna, fight.
Caleb Plant too. I feel like Caleb Plant could have some success against David Benavidez if he
Me
bring his
too.
legs to the fight.
Oh, definitely, definitely. I've been saying that for the longest time. Like I ride with Caleb Plant. That's my guy. And David Benavidez and Caleb Plant is a 50-50 fight to me. But the problem that presents to Caleb Plant is if Caleb Plant gets tired against David Benavidez, then he could basically, you know what I'm saying, he could go ahead and lay it down. You know what I'm saying? If he can't keep up, you know what I'm saying, his movement, his jab, you know what I'm saying, the things that Caleb Plant does well in the ring, his combination punches, be able to go inside and bang and then slide back out and use his lateral movement. If a lot of things that Caleb Plant can do to present Benavidez a lot of problems. That's a tough fight for Benavidez. But if Caleb Plant is not in 15-round shape, he can't beat Benavidez. Because if he get tired against Benavidez, we already know what's going to happen.
Facts. He definitely got to fight the whole fight.
Yeah, and Ricky Williams said you got to stay off the line with David Benavidez, man. He's the king of straight shots. Everything he does is to keep you on the line. Right.
And that speak volumes to his boxing IQ too. So a lot of people who think that he just a volume puncher with no orchestrated pressure, that's not the case with David Benavidez. He has a very orchestrated pressure.
Dada said Plant he need to look dominant against Darrell. Yeah, he do. Plant also. It's not just like I said. It's not just Jermall Charlo, right? We're not just gonna put all the pressure on Jermall Charlo. Caleb Plant, he needs to go out there and look dominant against Darrell if they make that fight. Because, like I said, David Benavidez, he set the bar high for all of these dudes, for all of them. He came out and he let all of them know, look, I'm making a fucking statement. This is what I do to this type of caliber opponent. Now, what y'all gonna do? Because Anthony Darrell, let's keep it 100. Anthony Darrell is the same caliber at this point. At this point in Anthony Darrell's career, he is the same caliber opponent as a Selecki and as a David Lemieux. At this point in his career, Anthony Darrell is nowhere near what he was in his prime. You know what I'm saying? We saw Anthony Darrell get beat by Kyron Davis. Let's not, OTB.
Yeah.
Did we not see Anthony Darrell get beat by Kyron Davis?
We damn sure did.
Kyron Davis beat Anthony Darrell, and everybody saw Kyron Davis beat Anthony Darrell. Now, we saw what David Benavidez did to Anthony Darrell. We saw what David Benavidez did to Kyron Davis. So all I'm saying is that Selecki and David Lemieux, that's the same caliber opponent as Anthony Darrell is at this stage in his career. This stage. So don't run off and be like, man, Anthony Darrell is a former champion, and then Anthony Darrell. No, at this stage in his career, Anthony Darrell, he's not nowhere near his prime. So Caleb Plant needs to dominate Anthony Darrell and make a statement.
Now, Anthony Darrell is a much better boxer than David Lemieux.
Right. But I'm saying the caliber of opponent at this point, yeah, Anthony Darrell is a better boxer than David Lemieux. But then Lemieux is a better banger than Anthony Darrell. You know what I'm saying? At this point, at this stage in Anthony Darrell's career, Anthony Darrell he's not that. Like Anthony Darrell is not, you know what I'm saying, is not on that level no more. He's 38 years old. He's way past his prime. And I fuck with Anthony. That's my guy. He'd get pissed off if he heard me say this, but I got to keep it real. like I said, I look at them as the same caliber of opponent. So yeah, Caleb Plant definitely got to make a statement in fighting Anthony Darrell. He got to go out there and we're not looking for Caleb Plant to knock out Anthony Darrell because that's not Caleb Plant game. But we looking for Caleb Plant to basically, 10-2, 11-1 Anthony Darrell, make a statement.
You think he can? Anthony Darrell coming off a knockout too.
Who did he knock out though?
Yeah, that.
Like Anthony Darrell came he coming off a knockout against a guy that was on the Contender Show that finished in the back of the pack on the Contender Show. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Hulk Hogan can't fucking beat the Brooklyn Brawler and then tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he's supposed to do. Anthony Darrell was supposed to knock out Marcos. What's his name? Marcos. I forgot his name. Marcos something. He was on the he fought on the Contender Show, and he like I said, he finished in the back of the pack on the Contender Show series. Yeah. Bole said, would you rather see Benavidez fight another blown up 160 like Lemieux or David Morrel Jr.? They are all waiting for the belts to fall, but let's see it. Well, we not. I mean, I'd rather see him fight Caleb Plant, Jermall Charlo, and those are two fights that could be made. It's like I don't understand why those fights, they shouldn't have a problem making either one of those fights. They all on the same side of the street. They all saying that they want to fight each other. That's what I want to see. David Morrel Jr., yeah, I like David Morrel, but he only got 6 fights. Why would you put him in there this prematurely when the fight ain't even going? It's not even a money fight like that. Let David Morrel get some bread first. Let people get to know who David Morrel is first.
And there's other fights for David Morrel at 168.
Yeah, Randall Bivens, Marcos Hernandez. Yeah. Like, we can't really, you know what I'm saying?
Chris Eubanks Jr.
Right. Well, I think Chris Eubanks, he went back down to 160. He fighting at middleweight now. He said 168 was too big for him. 817 says the fight in the dog ain't enough to put the dog in the fight with Plant, but he need an exit bag. He said he need an exit bag. Man, like I said, that's gonna be tough for me when Plant and David Benavidez fight, because at first I was like, man, I'm fucking with Plant all the way. Like, I ain't fucking with, but then really I got to see how David Benavidez moved. Like, that's what really made me a huge fan of David Benavidez. Besides how he performed in the ring, I'm more so of how he moved. In this day and age, when we have a lot of these fighters moving like bitches and making an excuse not to fight the best, the reason I fuck with David Benavidez so heavy is because he want to fight all of them. He don't give a fuck who it is. You know what I'm saying? And so that shit made me a huge fan of him. Now, me being a big fan of Caleb Plant since day one, right? It's going to be hard if they fight. Because I'm just going to have to sit back as a fan and just whoever win. I ain't going to be able to really root for now one of them because I'm a fan of both of them. But I want to see the fight because I want to see the best fight the best. You feel me? So, of course, I want to see that fight because I need to see the best fight the best. So as a fan of boxing, I can't sit here and tell you that, oh, that fight shouldn't happen, or I don't want to see that fight because I'm a fan of both of these fighters. Nah, hell no.
I don't want to see the fight. I just want to see the fight get the stage it deserves. You're going to have Mexico against Puerto Rico. It's going to produce a lot of narratives within that fight that I think going to lead up to that fight. And the longer that this shit go on, the bigger the fight going to get.
Yeah, exactly. You talking about David Morrel and David Benavidez. That's a future. That's a huge fight in the future. You Mexico, see what I'm saying?
Puerto Rico,
that is a huge fight in the future. Let that fight get some motherfucking steam behind it, because why would you waste a big fight, right, to where both of these fighters could make a lot of money and put it on right now to where, you know what I'm saying, David Benavidez, he gonna get paid, no more than he usually get paid to fight a David Lemieux. and then motherfucking David Morrel, he gonna get paid, 200,000, 100,000, or something like that.
And
When
then the stage.
right. So yeah, Cuban against Mexican, whatever. But
They
man,
gotta be pay-per-view, Key. They gotta
yeah,
be
that's
pay-per-view.
what I'm saying. And let David Benavidez, because David Benavidez is right there. He right there to be the next one to take over. Like I said, to be the next big superstar, Mexican superstar in boxing. You feel me?
Facts.
Um,
Facts.
Ricky Williams says, plus is really going into a transitional period in boxing. Let it get good first. Right. And I agree. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me, OTB, and Ricky agree on this shit. Like, let that shit get big. That's a future big fight that it wouldn't really make no sense to waste right now from a business perspective and from a fan perspective, because it ain't too many fans that really know who David Morrel is.
And careers have progression for a reason. You take these progression fights where you deal with certain fight styles that's going to prepare you for these championship level fights and to defend your championship. So shit, I ain't even seen David Morrel have these type of progression fights. These type of fights that's gonna take him in the trenches or make him have to do something to not fight his fight, or something outside the normalcy of what we used to seeing in David Morrel, which ain't a lot of normalcy there. He ain't fought but 6 damn fights.
Right. Let him step up and fight, at least somebody on the caliber of a Anthony Durrell, or I mean, who at 168 that we, give me some names at 168. That'll be a good step up for
Carlos
David Morrell, right?
Adames.
Huh?
Carlos Adames.
Adames, yeah, that's a
Yep.
good fight.
I like Adames. I like Munguia later on down the line. Rob Brandt to get his name up.
Rob Brandt ain't got stopped too many times. We know. I don't want to see it, because we know that Rob Brandt, if he in there with a puncher, he just gonna, you know what I'm saying, he gonna fold.
What about Liam Williams? I mean, Liam Williams or Luis Arias.
Liam Williams, yeah, that's a solid fight. Liam Williams is a solid fight at 168. You know what I'm saying?
That.
Gabe, well, nah, he at 160 though. I think he at 160. I think some of them fighters at 160. Ruben Langford says, Keon, don't being the champion mean anything. Who's the champ? David Morrel is not no champion, bro. We know who the champion at 168 is. It's Canelo Alvarez. All them fucking, like I said earlier, all them secondary fucking silver, platinum, silver and goddamn fucking bronze belts, that shit don't mean nothing to me. They need to take all them shits and dump them in the trash can. All it does is make confusion.
Danny Jacobs.
But like I said,
that's
a big, huge fight. David Morrel and David Benavidez down the line, not right now. You don't want to waste a fight like that right now when most people don't even know who David Morrel is. Most boxing fans, unless you're a diehard boxing fan. You just like a casual or you don't know who David Morrel is. A lot of fans that like boxing, that fuck with boxing, don't know who David Morrel is. He only got 6 fights.
And I got a fighter for you who right on that pedigree that we want to see fight them level of fights. And Sugar Shane Mosley Jr. and David Morrel Jr. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, we can see that. But like I said, my man says that David Benavidez will never lose at 168. And you might be right. You might be right. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, David Benavidez, bro, he's a problem for real. He a problem.
But he has deficiencies
Cassandra
as well.
say Coach wants the link. Where Coach at? But yeah, man, Coach, we didn't did the whole show and you finna ask for a link at the end of the show when I'm finna shut it down. Coach, I'm finna shut the show down now. I gotta shut it down now. We've been on here for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Coach gonna ask for the show at the last minute. I
Coach,
mean the
we
link.
on loyal to the game tonight, Coach. Check in, man.
Yeah. We probably and send me the I'm gonna tell Kwame. Well, I'm tell Kwame to shoot you my number too, OTB, so
Yeah,
y'all can
yeah,
send me
yeah.
the link, and I'll probably come on there and fuck with y'all tonight
Hell yeah.
if I can. You know what I'm saying? If my kids ain't too loud, I'll come on there and fuck with y'all tonight. But
Man, shit, you could bring
and
them
Coach,
on
we
too,
we can
Key.
go over there and cook about this shit too. But man, Jim Miller, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, it's true, man. But man, let me get your last word, OTB, man. Great show. We shutting it down, man. Let me get your last word before we get up out of here.
Last words, man. Prayers for the Russell family, man. Losing two of the milestones of their family. But y'all know we definitely at OTB boxing class 1-on-1, man. Long live Batman. We gonna be on Loyal to the Game tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Uh Definitely go check out that Gervonta Davis, Rolly Romero film. Just dropped that today. And we working, man. We gonna have some show times. We gonna come on this week starting at 11 o'clock p.m. Tuesday, Tuesday and Tuesday and Friday, I know for sure. But I get back to y'all about the dates. But we definitely working at OTB boxing class. Key, I love you, my brother. Man, we'll see you tonight on Loyal to the Game. We appreciate everybody that's a part of this, man. And y'all stay blessed.
Yes, sir, man. We gonna what we gonna do tomorrow? We gonna link your put your link and pin it in the chat. So you know, and you just go
Love,
click
love.
on it because they
Fact.
need to get that info that you putting out. Uh,
Fact.
my man, Upper Echelon Sports React in Real Life. He says message in the chat. Um, and salute to you, man, coming through, showing love and support. And like I said, man, my man, Upper Echelon Sports Bar Reaction Real Life, he just started his channel. So make sure that y'all go sub to his channel and show him some love and support.
Facts. Go sub there right now, man. Right when we end the show, man. Definitely keep working too, bro.
Yeah, keep working, man. We're gonna look and I'm gonna go sub myself right when I end this. Um yeah. But man, like I said, great show. Coach, make sure that you in here tomorrow, man. If we gonna cook, it's gonna be a fire show tomorrow. Have some people on the panel, we gonna cook tomorrow. So I'm out. Y'all already know how to find me. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button if y'all ain't hit the like button yet. I appreciate everybody for coming through, supporting the channel. And we will be back tomorrow. Like I said, the show finna be fire tomorrow. Make sure that y'all tune in, and y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.